Okay, I think I hear a noise. The one thing about this game's sound design that I do feel like is a bit of a mistake, the monsters don't make any noise. They're dead silent for the most part, except for when they're dying. And I feel like it would be so much more powerful if you could actually hear your enemies. Oh. Maybe you can hear some of the worst ones later. But that I have this dream of some company effectively acting as an indie incubator. Like, they don't even bother to make their own games. They effectively just get really good at scouting promising indie games, and then effectively secure enough funding and team members to make the game a reality, and just loop that over and over again while taking X amount of a cut. Effectively, Devolver Digital. I just want more Devolver Digitals. Like, I don't want, like, Devolver Digital to get huge, because I feel like after a certain point, power corrupts, and they would lose that special charm that they have right now. But if there were multiple other companies that did the exact same thing, that actually would be quite cool. I know Coffee Stain has been doing that lately, and that has actually been quite nice. Because they specifically helped publish Deep Rock Galactic, which is, I mean, arguably one of the best co-op games in existence. Okay, there's a little bit left in here that we can recycle, and we'll go from there. Does this have line of sight? Yes. Yeah, anything behind me I cannot see. And there's the Paradox model. I mean, I feel like what Paradox does is fine. It feels exploitative, but on the flip side, I understand why they do it the way they do it. Ooh, holy shit. That gives me 7. Okay. So here's the thing. I should be able to make an oxygen filter now. Yes? Oh boy, yeah, I can. Do I actually want to make 2 of them? Okay. Looks like we're making another. Thermal regulator. Okay. So now I've got 2 of each. Let's probably go back to science. Contamination's slowly getting up there. Let's see. Wander over here of Darkwood. Yes. It is 100% on my list of games that I really want to play at some point. I'm just an absolute coward. This is the kind of game that I can very much get into. Mainly just because there's multiple difficulty modes, and normal seems to be very well balanced for a person like me. It's not that scary. It's got a nice tension to it, but it's very slow, and it's honestly, it's more of a pack rat simulator than anything immediately scary or risky. So here's the question. Do we want to check the oxygen filters in here? Actually, you know, we might as well. Main reason being... let's see. Should be over here, yeah? Main reason being, we should be able to get enough resources over the course of this game to make a bunch, and honestly, if we don't need it, then we just don't bother. I don't think I'm gonna upgrade the, I don't think I'm gonna build up the research wing. I'll just leave it as it is. Mainly just because I don't go back there often enough to justify it. But here, I feel like I'm gonna spend some time crafting and improving and so on and so forth. Alright. So now we should have oxygen in this area. Thermal we'll have to wait on, but that's okay. But yeah, I will probably play Darkwood later this year. probably is kind of like a Halloween-y thing. Upper section hasn't been fully explored yet. You sure? Let's see. Global map. Nielsen Engineering. Oh, you can even see the production status and a reactor status. So it is dropping slowly. And there's turrets that we can get. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it as is. Let's go restock. Probably research every spare gun that we have just to get it out of our inventory. And then move on, because I don't think I really need to fabricate too much more. Is this like System Shock? Yeah. It's got a lot of System Shock in its DNA. Okay. Can't research that, and that's bunged up. Okay, other thing we should probably do is actually eat. Let's see, we have 50% hunger? Yes. I ate the pineapple. Alright, I chucked it on the ground like a fool. Oh, wait. No, pineapple is hunger. I'm thirsty. That's whatever, we'll just rest up. Let's see. And yeah, let's rest because we're a tired, sad boy. Slight need to defecate. Ah, this game understands me. Alright. Let's go back. Turn on the research. It doesn't look like a lot of this stuff runs out that fast. And if anybody knows, I'm noticing my capacity is slowly dropping over time. There's probably got to be some way of improving it. Let's see. But yeah, if there's some way that I can actually get the generator to start going back up, that would be lovely. Pineapple is mostly water, though. I never understood food only from food and water from liquids mechanic. Yeah, it is a little weird. Okay. Now, power's been off for a little while. There's a very real possibility that there's somebody new that's popped up in my absence. Yeah, let's just research every single thing. It doesn't look like I can research anything else from this. Okay, so that leaves us with... It says researchable tech, but maybe I can't research it yet. Do I want a pistol, or do I want an SMG? Energy 1 per shot, energy 6 per shot. So I think the SMG is just better. We might want to go repair some of this stuff, too. Oh, right. We got some lore. Hello, my beloved employees. I've been making improvements to the workplace. I just got all these decorative plants from the hotel. Aren't they beautiful? They smell a little bad, but I think they just need to air out. I read an ebook over the weekend and said that plants in the workplace can reduce employee stress by up to 20%. Soon you'll all be 20% less stressed. You're welcome. It also recommends a daily cardiovascular exercise routine to prevent depression. So starting Monday, we'll be doing mandatory workout every morning. Your mental health is my #1 concern. Also, I'm taking out the vending machines and halting the complimentary beverage program. Snack foods and sodas are going to hurt our bodies. Hurt your bodies. It's difficult to work when your body is in poor shape. I care about your health. With these workplace improvements, employees should be easily able to work an additional 15 hours every week. Oh gosh. More hours for my beloved employees. Am I a great boss or what? Oh. I need 2 volunteers to give up their weekend to carry plants over from Carson Hotel. Unfortunately, it's against regulations to compensate volunteer work, though. I hope you understand. If volunteers don't come forward, I'll be forced to dock everyone's pay so I can hire movers. Sorry about that. I also need one of you to bring back the data chip. So, come by the penthouse before you move the plants. Don't bother me after that, though. I don't like to stress out for no reason. Thanks. Sungjun Bay. Wow! That's an atrocious boss. Like, heart's almost in the right place up until you realize that they just see every single one of their employees as just a flesh machine. The generator. Found my way into the reactor for the colony. This power plant is one of humanity's most remarkable achievements. It's an inertia drive. Inertia drives run almost endlessly via a core inertia engine. While it doesn't generate quite as much energy as fusion-based technology, what it produces is clean, reliable, and endless. Without it, MPO would never have been found in the first place. The guy that designed this thing must have been inspired. I still hardly understand how it works. What I can understand, though, is that it's been damaged somehow. I can tell by looking at it directly, but the generator status readout indicates that it's losing capacity at a constant rate. I don't think I'll be able to fix this. Looks like the generator's reactor modules are burning out due to the damage. The generator must have at least one operational module installed to prevent a meltdown. I might be able to find some spare modules around here somewhere, but I should plan on taking the core down to Herbert Research. Once there, I can see if the research machines can create a schematic that I can use to produce more Nielsen engineering. If power draw exceeds the generator's capacity, the generator is sure to fail. Should be okay for a while, but I need to figure out how to offset this. If I don't, it won't be long before there's not enough power for central control. Okay. Generator. The capacity is determined by the generator's reactor modules. The generator modules degrade slowly over time, and mutants will try to destroy the generator modules during invasions. If all the modules are destroyed, a meltdown is triggered, destroying the generator in the process. Generator's reactor modules are upgradable through research, can be repaired to some degree. West must defend the generator at all costs. So, that's bad. Okay, we also have security turrets that I can turn on. Okay, but how do I actually interact? Okay, here we go. We have a reactor module. Let's check reactor status. So this one is most damaged. I think. Okay, but I'm gonna pop one of these out. And we're gonna go research it. Okay, what else have we got in here? Holy shit. Okay, it's another junk room. My inventory full again? Yeah, it is. Oh, and everything is very heavy. That explains the loss of capacity and also explains how I can get more. So you wonder when you played Prey, was there a crashing problem for you, or is that new? I think it crashed like once or twice, but that was about it. It was pretty stable for me. Man, that's a disappointment. I honestly hope Microsoft actually goes back to Prey and decides to make more like it, because that game was special. I mean, honestly, very much just BioShock, but these games where you're in an isolated environment, exploring, crafting, recycling, finding secrets, finding the truth, so on and so forth. Like, there's something incredibly satisfying about that I feel like a lot of other games never even come close to scratching that itch. Okay. I'm gonna turn that back on. We've still got plenty of power. Oh, right. This is the other thing I was gonna do. Get this chair out of here. I honestly kind of wish I could recycle these chairs. It's a mining system. Oh! I can just recycle from here. And fabricate from here. I don't even have to go back to the recycling room. Okay, do we want to go to the mine or do we want to go to the biosphere? I think I might want to go to the biosphere next. Oh, but it's unpowered. So I can't do any recycling while the power is off. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's turn Nilsson Engineering back on. Oh. And research won't do anything unless I have the power back on. Okay. That's fine, though. It doesn't seem like the power drops based on use. It's purely just generator condition, and I think that probably just drops over time. Inventory space do I have? Thing is, I gotta put away these spare guns. I think that's gonna be my big issue here. So let's go get recycling. This is really cool. I don't know. I always love it when I pick up a new game that kind of approaches some formulas that I enjoy, or does something entirely new, and this one feels solid. Okay, so this is the recycler, yeah? Nope. This is the recycler. Okay, and this is the repair thing. Maximum active slots. Oh, maximum durability restoration. So it looks like they only go back up to 50%, at least for now. So the shotgun that I've been using needs a fix. What else needs it? Pistols don't have a whole lot of durability. I will keep that in mind. Okay. That'll do for now, at the very least. Let's see. So it looks like the rest of these I'm gonna have to leave for later. Okay. Is it N? That's kind of N. So I think we can turn the 3D printer... We can turn engineering off for the time being. And yeah, since we can upgrade everything, I don't have to worry too much. Let's see. How are we looking? Contamination 6. Condition is dropping. I don't actually know how much more we need, but let's turn that off and let's head for the biosphere. Let's try the SMG too. See if it's any good. How am I doing food-wise? Yeah, we're doing okay. The other thing is we should probably recharge our O2. Nope. Oh, you know the other thing we should do? Let's grab the oxygen and thermal canisters from this thing. Because they should be right here, yeah? Yes. Because if I take both of these, we can plug them in, and that way we can explore this area without having to worry about a time limit. Reminds me a bit of Hotline Miami. The base gameplay has some similarities, but I would say they're very, very different. That might be like a robot thing. Oh, we can actually see outside. That's cool. Bioaccelerator software. Okay, farming. West can grow exotic Mars vegetables and fruits using the Biosphere farm facility. Harvested vegetables or fruits are automatically transferred to the material storage container in Nielsen Engineering and Central Control. Upgrading the Biosphere software will allow the growth of rare crops, as well as enabling remote control from Nielsen Engineering and Central Control. Okay, so we can just start beginning, we can start recycling whatever. So, if I cared too much about food... But I don't. We're gonna go with this because yeah, it's probably contaminated. Let's go for the grapes first. Yep, those are robots. Okay, digging the SMG. I thought it was going to be something that would just immediately spray and pray. Which is what most SMGs usually do, and it's not the greatest. This is much better. Broken oxygen filter, but here's the thing. I came with my own, so I don't have to worry about it. And we get some extra goodies as a result. Heck yeah! So now I should be able to explore this area without having to worry about my oxygen running out, ever. Oh, okay. There we go. I guess let's check this lower area. I know there's at least another goon. Okay, in retrospect, like me the shotgun a little bit more. Never mind. Not for these guys. Holy shit. Wow. That is atrocious. The SMG is like, ah, you wanna shoot slightly off of the thing you're trying to hit? Be my guest. I just don't have to worry about the cooldown too much. There we go. Okay. Bathroom, sink. Nothing there. I guess I don't have to worry too much. And production is already done on those grapes. What? Okay, so I can just queue up a bunch. No space in queue. But we can queue up a bunch simultaneously, which is lovely. Hopefully we can find some way of processing out the corruption. Okay. Biosphere bulletin. Hopefully this is paused. On entering the room, I noticed a massive bulletin on the wall. Attention Biosphere staff, April 7th, 2053. As of 2300 hours today, I've relieved Dr. Tayama of all leadership responsibilities. Negligence or incompetence will no longer be tolerated in the Biosphere. Due to a lack of cooperation, Dr. Tayama will be taken to a secure location for enhanced interrogation techniques. All biological specimens previously listed as being in violation of Health Code Directives 3714 must be placed in the incinerator by 500 tomorrow. 0500 tomorrow. Any Biosphere staff caught with specimens that violate these directives will be dealt with accordingly. All sensitive equipment, including data chips, are to be confiscated. Due to the Biosphere's history of negligence, confiscated equipment will be moved to my storage facility in the plaza until things shape up around here. Staff caught with confiscated equipment will be joining Dr. Tayama. As long as my instructions are followed, I'm sure we can get along and root out all the filth. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Veronica Jones. Dr. Tayama was taken in for an enhanced interrogation techniques. I think I might want to switch the SMG for the pistol. I'll admit it's still slightly more efficient. I think. Let me take a look at this. What's the shots per fire? 8. Energy, 25 per shot. Yeah, so I'll admit the shotgun is way less energy efficient, but at least I hit with it, so trade-off. There we go. Wait, something about the shotgun? That was weird. Oh, it was too hot. I didn't let it cool down. Really? Oh, we're at capacity. Okay. Let's just swing back. Also getting pretty thirsty, but that's fine. Keep almost shooting these robots. They scare the shit out of me whenever they pop up. Yeah, how long is this game? I saw reviews on it a while back that said it was about 6 to 10 hours long tops. Like, there's a very real possibility I can beat this in 2 sittings. And I am absolutely jazzed about that the prospect of that. Why did I take this path? I have no idea. Oh, facility's unpowered. Yeah, I can turn it on for now at least. Okay. Let's get rid of the spare oxygen canisters. I don't need them. That's 3D printing. Biocombine. Bioprocessing. Oh. Oh, that's going to refine it. Okay, so what is this? This is the research system. Okay. Wow, yeah, I just have access to all of these things right here and now. That's so good. Instead of forcing me to go back constantly, I can just come here, get what I need, and then get going. Okay. So I am thirsty. I'm at thirst 50. So we can do Vita D. Okay. So as long as I have 1 spaghetti and 1 Vita D on me, I don't have to worry too much. Got a bunch of key cards. But yeah, this is some massive like quality of life stuff, and I'm super here for it. There's so many small progression systems, the research, the recycling, the little upgrades on every facility from recycling to crafting, research, gathering more resources, so on and so forth. Like, so much of this stuff is like, it gives you a goal, something to work on, and it doesn't spend too much time, it doesn't waste too much of my time as a player, having me, like, manage this stuff. Either babysitting it or just, even thinking about it. It's just like, you walk up to the thing, you chuck in the recycling, there's a batch recycle option for recycling multiple things at once, and then you're good to go. I have a lot of difficulties with games that kind of ignore basic quality of life options just because it's exhausting playing certain games and doing repetitive tasks. It's like crafting in a game where you have to craft every single individual resource by hand. And it's like, can't I just craft like 6 of these? And many games are just like, nope, you have to craft every single one of them hand by hand. It's like, I don't want to do that. You know, I derive no benefit from a game forcing me to do that, and it only just makes me more annoyed. And oftentimes when you have kind of reward systems in games, it usually feels kind of unsatisfying, because it's just like, yeah, I got a slightly better gun. But this is a little bit more limited. Also, pistol is amazing. Mostly amazing. I might want to turn on the auto-aim just a little bit. Oh, shoot. Oh. I know I was damaging that thing, but I think I actively, like, crippled it. The only thing I could do without, honestly, would be, I kind of wish shooting was not quite as flashy. It's a little bright. So we actually done with this area. Yeah, it looks like it. There's almost nothing going on in here. But yeah, there might actually be locational damage. Oh, that's a perfect example. Yeah, Vintage Story can get a bit irritating with that sometimes. At the same time, somebody swing too far in the other direction. I feel like it's okay. So for those of you that have not seen or experienced Vintage Story for yourselves, the way Vintage Story works is that when you craft a pot, for example, you have to make it layer by layer, exactly to the blueprint, as kind of a, like, crafting it by hand. And it makes so much sense, but it's frustrating. Because after you've made your, like, third pot, you're kind of bored of it. And I feel like it's one of those that, like, the easy way to do it would almost be to have a skill leveling system. Where the more you do something, your character gets better at it. And so eventually you as a player can just be like, make a pot. And the character's like, alright, gotcha. And just makes the pot anyway. Contamination is affected by eating and drinking contaminated food or beverages. It can also be increased by taking damage from mutant attacks. As it levels, his condition lowers. Wes can recover from contamination by using decontamination pills. Be sure to research them. Yeah, we should probably buff that up at this point. Okay. Quickly recycle everything. Oh. Actually, while we're here, crowbar and crowbar. Because I'm probably going to want to turn the recycling center off pretty quickly. Because I don't think there's anything else for me to do in here. Let's see. Oh. Did I not recycle those crowbars? I guess I didn't. There we go. Okay, we might as well bioprocess all of these grapes as well. Because right now, I have no need for grapes as like a food source. Oh, blueprint. Wait, hold up. Level 2 software required. So we gotta find a chip for that. Let's see. I'm gonna make another oxygen and thermal regulator. I don't actually know what I'm missing there. Okay. Oh. I could make that, but we need the ore. Which it looks like we probably get over time, as long as we keep the mine on. Let's see. Power pack. Space shuttle facility upgrade part. And we don't have the generator upgrade part. Let's see. Pressing the wrong thing. Production. Here we go. So we're still a little ways out of being able to make those myself, but that's fine. How you doing? So this just has the thermal regulator. Do gotta watch my power, though. We'll burn through it a little bit faster there. Okay. And find a decontamination pill and pop it. Because I can make more of them kind of whenever I want. Oh. Oh, it shows me multiples. So I'm actually carrying a fair bit here. I don't need to carry that many. Okay. So, grapes, tomatoes, tomatoes. We might as well grow all of them. I don't think there's much of a downside to doing so. Oh. I can research the thermal regulators. I didn't even think about that. So that probably gets us the higher tier version. Okay, and that's just tech. Nothing else here. Do we want to just turn off engineering anyway? I guess... How are we doing power-wise? We got a ways to go, and I think we'll be done shortly. I might want to turn off... Oh, I don't know. How much does this cost to turn on? That's fine. We're not burning out of capacity particularly quickly. If we get assaulted, that's when things get spooky. I don't even know when that's going to happen. Let's just assume we're fine for the time being. Finish this area. And potentially just leave him there. Okay. Hopefully this area is overall fairly small. Yeah, pistol is definitely the most versatile. I look forward to having some higher tier stuff. I would love to get like a sniper rifle or something. Something that is slow shooting, very accurate, and quite punchy at. Like, shotguns are pretty good for that, except for their, a lot of shots get wasted. Just by kind of shooting around your enemies.